Make sure your loved ones are properly protected.
And I laugh and tell people that I hit my proverbial brick wall where I just didn't enjoy it anymore. I found myself sitting in my conference room across the table from a client. I started to sit up. I found myself starting to rise because I was fixing to slap the client on the other side. Stepped back and I went, yeah, I'm done. And so after that point in time, I prayed a lot. And as they started to decline, I realized how much they didn't have, how much they didn't know, and their longtime attorney really didn't do anything for them because he was older. They had wills, but nothing else, and so it really made it difficult taking care of them as they aged. So for most people, I laughingly tell clients, I've been through the probate from hell, and so it gives me a different perspective when I'm talking to a client when they're talking about their family because I've already lived it.
Learning about your grandparents is so monumental because, especially when you're dealing with estate law, elder law, dementia care, these are hyper personal, hyper emotional. Sometimes one of the most damning situations in a family because you're watching the patriarch, the matriarch generally decline, and there's so many feelings involved. And especially when, depending on what they've done, they've given their whole life to their family, and now, the simple will that they set up 15 years ago is no longer applicable, but they haven't set up trust in situations where, medical bills are just draining the family, and, what they worked their whole life for, their nest egg, their legacy is lost within a couple of months, and one spouse is declining, and they went from, multi-million dollars in the bank, living great lives, thinking that they were set for the rest of their future, and now they're, moving in, with a child, not because for care, but because, they no longer have the funds to afford a home and the care that should have been. And it's just, it's a very sad situation.
Protect what matters most, your family's future.